Good morning, welcome to today's video. Merry Vlogmas. We're in Connecticut trying to get to the shop and the S13 is, she's down. I'm stranded at a gas station right now. I just kind of pushed it off to the side, which really sucked because this thing has a lock diff, as you guys know now. Can't even speak because I'm freezing. Long story short, my starter motor has failed. I think the solenoid's like completely died. I'm gonna try and get someone to help push it down to this hill, and I'm gonna try pop start it on the hill. But yeah, the solenoid is just not actuating at all. I've looked at the wiring, I checked everything. I did hear like a funny noise while we were driving, which now I think was literally just like the little thing either getting stuck on the flywheel for a second or what, but yeah, you can hear it trying to click and then nothing kind of happens. So the only thing I could think of is if like this had like a clutch switch that was then like, you know, just the wires were twisted together wrong, but we'll have a look. Well, the car's up and running again. We're cruising back to the shop. This is really bizarre. Had a guy there helping me. He said he used to build like crazy race cars and stuff. Super nice guy. I can't get over how much he helped me actually. But he was like, oh, it just sounds like your starter has a flat spot because you could hear the solenoid trying to engage, but it wasn't doing anything. So he was like, jump in the car, I'll push your car forward just like a few inches and then just drop the clutch and see if that shifts the flywheel and the starter will re-engage. We did that, and then the starter started working again. I've never had that issue before. Anyways, so he just said, yeah, you need to change your starter. It's just a thing that they do over time. And yeah, so I'm gonna order a new starter to switch out on this thing. Maybe even go to AutoZone, see if we can get one today. I just need to triple check if the KA ones are the same as SR ones. I don't know, I'll do a bit of research. But yeah, I'm really glad we never drove this up from Florida. When we get to the shop, I'll clarify how we got this car back up here and everything. But yeah, we're back. We got the S13, and of course it's giving me problems as usual.
Today's video is sponsored by Nordvpn, and I've been a Nordvpn customer now for the last 2 years, and if you haven't jumped on board yet, you are missing out. With Nordvpn, all of your internet traffic and data is protected behind a wall of next generation encryption, and you're able to take advantage of all of their server locations around the world, which is great because if you're trying to watch any kind of content that is region locked, you are simply able to change your location so that you can then access that content in the region that it is allowed.
To give you guys an example, we've got Netflix open. You can see #1 in the US today. We're going to open NordVPN. I'm going to connect to Japan. And once we're connected to Japan, we should see that this is going to update and change. And now you can see that we're in Japan. It's giving us a top 10 in Japan list there, and all the shows that are normally not accessible in the USA are available.
Not only that, but their servers are crazy fast. I never even noticed that it's turned on, and there is no lag whatsoever. So to start protecting your internet browsing data and take full advantage of streaming services worldwide, make sure you go to nordvpn.com/SAMMIT to take advantage of their holiday season deal where you get a 2-year plan plus an extra month at a massive discount. Once again, I'd like to thank Nordvpn for sponsoring today's video, and don't forget guys to check out the link down in the description. And now let's get back to it.
Just got back to the shop and I noticed this. Wouldn't be one of my cars if I didn't spill coffee everywhere in there, would it? But yeah, so we have the S13 already back with us in Connecticut. One of Grant's friends, Charles I think, he had a spare empty trailer on the way back. And he just lives like not too far from here, and he offered to put it on his trailer for me. So I was really fortunate with that. We got the S13 up here. So glad we didn't end up having to drive this from Florida all the way here, because it just seems like there's a lot more issues with this car than we first anticipated. I think what I'm gonna try and do is when I'm back in Japan, have Tommy throw this up on the lift and get a bunch of work done on the car. I think we're gonna do a trans swap so it can handle more power and kind of just go over the whole thing, new bushings, all that kind of stuff, and get this thing set up so that we're not going to have any more issues, and get all those little gremlins sorted and stuff like that, and maybe get him to like drive it for a few months or something. I don't know if Tommy's going to actually want to drive that because, you know, it's an S chassis. They're not the most comfortable things in the world to drive, especially with stiff coilovers. But regardless, maybe even Chris or someone else can drive this for a bit just to, you know, make sure we don't have any more issues and we can do long trips with this thing. I'm very curious if this is going to start again. It is. Weird. Still gonna change that starter though. I'm gonna try and find one because that's freaking me out. I can't believe that it just did that. Let's see, will it start again? What? Seems like there's no problem with it now. so weird. Time warping ahead. We are in Grant's garage, the dream home garage, I'm calling this. This place is epic.
Thank you, man. I love it.
A lot of Japan vibes.
But it's getting there. It's getting there.
The floors are beautiful. Epic lift.
Yeah.
Loving the flags, the Japanese flags and stuff.
How do you pronounce that? Nobori, but I don't know.
Nobori.
Nobori?
Nobori flag, yeah.
I was
These things are
close.
sick. Yeah, no, you're really good. You're pretty good with your pronunciation. Got Moon Eyes, Wakos, Thrash, Lucky Lavo. Shirt's tucked in. What's this one?
Some tire company. I don't know. I got it from.
That's so Japanese.
So Japanese. That's why I saw it and I was like, oh, I love that.
Love the Valina Pergia.
Yeah.
Do you know how to pronounce that? Do you know what it represents?
No.
Do you know? Okay. So the Gia is like gear, and the I just forgot.
Oh, come on, Sammit.
Oh, I started explaining it and forgot. Perfect gear.
Oh, is that what it reads?
Yeah, it's shortened for perfect gear.
Hey, so, side note, do you know what I learned today?
What?
That Japanese calls Phillips head screwdrivers, they're technically plus
Yes,
heads, right?
yes, yes,
And
yes.
minus heads.
Yes.
I never knew that. I thought that was so interesting.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, because it's called a... How do you pronounce it?
Plus. Like we just say plus minus.
Yeah, but what do you call what do you call a Phillips head screwdriver?
I'll call it a Phillips.
Yeah, no, but in Japanese.
We say plus.
Yeah, but there's like another
Plus
word.
driver.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Yes.
Plus driver. It's called
Yeah.
screwdriver. We don't
Yeah.
say screw, we say driver.
So cool.
Yeah.
I thought that was so interesting. I was like,
Because you got to
oh.
realize, like, all that stuff, like, it's all English words that were turned Japanese, which
Well,
is
it
why,
makes so
like,
much more, but it makes more sense.
yeah.
The
Plus
English
driver,
word.
minus driver, yeah. Phillips makes no sense
makes
to
no
me.
sense,
I think
yeah.
Phillips was the brand of that screw, that
yeah.
invention, like a long time ago, and it stuck. It's like crescent wrenches, right? Like, what's the official name for that? The brand that makes them over here?
Vice grip, crescent wrenches, like channel locks.
Yeah.
So we call them channel locks, but it's a
That's a brand and a maker,
yeah, it's a
right?
brand, yeah.
Yeah.
Or vice grips.
Vice grips,
Yeah,
all that
same
kind of
thing.
stuff.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
interesting.
In Australia, we call the adjustable wrenches shifters because of a brand that created them way back long time ago.
really?
In Australia, it was
That's
like
funny.
shifter.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's cool. So Koyo Rad, Lucky Lavo again, and Storm.
Yeah.
That's nice.
It just adds a little spice to
It does. I love it. And then it matches with the color of the wheels on your 90.
People hate them.
I love them. Dude,
So
if you...
people don't realize that those are a factory raised color.
Yeah.
Yeah, people think I painted them.
No, you
Nope,
just order them
that's how
from
they
Ray's.
come.
Sometimes you can get them cheaper than the other colors because they don't sell as many.
So I'm not going to say the brand or the company I bought them through, but I bought them. They were supposed to be more expensive, but they charged me for the regular price, and then they're like, "Oh no, ooh, well, whatever." You
Too
just
bad
take
now.
them. Yep,
Too bad
sorry.
now. I love this 90. It's so clean and it's got all the really cool Japanese bits on this. He did really, really well with this. I mean, it's got an F-con. I mean, run us through some of this stuff in here.
It just has a nice little Nardi that I stole out of one of Tommy's. I think it was in his FD or something. I put confettis in it, and then I
SP3, for those who don't know.
Yeah.
Nice
and
Recaros.
then it still has my favorite thing in the world.
No. ETC reader? カード入れてください。カード, like, please put it in. 入れてください。
Oh.
Yeah. 入れてください just means put it in, so you can use that for a...
And then, like, honestly, my favorite thing about this car is the Defi gauges.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Little Defi gauges.
Yeah, the DIN ones. You can still buy those brand new, actually.
Yeah.
They're really cool.
Super cool.
Yeah, I love that.
Instead of being blown through the dashboard, it looks a lot nicer like that.
I also love it because you don't have to get one of those sometimes those big, ugly, like double DIN head units are kind of obnoxious.
Yeah, I agree.
And you don't want to put like a bunch of gauges like the
And it
Christmas.
makes the car look too new with
Yeah.
the big cluster in it,
Yeah.
with the big headboard in it.
Yeah. So instead of like plastering your dashboard with gauges or ripping out AC vents and stuff,
That's perfect.
you can just get a single DIN head unit and a single DIN for 3 Defi gauges, which is really
Yeah,
nice.
no, I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. It's a good one.
R154 manual.
I need to start driving. I don't drive it ever.
Well, I can tell because it's so low.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine.
You can't even get like a finger in there. Like, it's like on the rubber, my guy.
clears.
It clears.
Yeah, it clears. We're good.
You're pretty bold with that, honestly, because like I've driven on the roads here, so.
You know what's great? It rides amazing. It has Japanese, they're called Cobra Racing coilovers on it.
Never heard of that.
I've never heard of it either, but someone put Swift springs on it and the car rides. It's the nicest riding
Swift
car I
springs
have.
are so good.
It had 24K front, 12K rear.
Yeah.
And it rides so nice.
Yeah.
It's so nice.
It's funny. Everyone always freaks out when you tell them like how like the kilo rates that your springs are in the front of Chasers.
They lose their mind.
Yeah.
What do you mean 24K?
Yeah. So
the car rides like factory.
it's so good.
Yeah, it's
My Chaser in Japan, 26 kilo front with 8 rears. It's like 7 rears, and it is like
That's
perfect.
crazy. Yeah, but
Yeah.
it rides like and if you've never been in like a Chaser with that suspension setup, you would think it would be the most brutal riding car in the world. But
feels
it's
so good.
nice.
Yeah,
So nice.
so good. People always freak out about that stuff.
That's funny.
But yeah, man, this thing's clean. Beautiful 90.
Yeah, I like it. Needs a little body work, but good.
And then Grant's got a bunch of jet skis.
Yeah.
So this is literally the same jet ski. If you guys remember my storage yard that I share with Rohab, there's a couple of these ones.
Same color.
Same color, everything.
Yeah.
Just like covered in leaves and
You
water.
sent me those pictures one night, and I was like, "Oh my god,
Yeah.
no way! That's so cool."
When we go to Japan next
I'll have
time.
to come over and see them.
Yeah, I'll let you check them out. But we're trying to track down the owner and see if he'll let us bring them over, but he hasn't got back to us yet.
We should get in contact with the owner and fix them up so we can ride them in Japan.
That would be insane.
That would be the move.
I'm sure you're meant to have some kind of license over there to ride them because it's Japan and they're strict on that.
We'll
but
be fine.
We'll be fine. We'll just do the bucket gaijin thing. We'll do the gaijin card.
It doesn't matter.
But yeah, this thing, he literally just finished at the Invitational. Did really well. What did you place overall?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't even remember.
Got knocked out in the top 8.
That's top 8, yeah.
Same with you and TJ. We all got knocked out in the top 8.
Yeah.
All the local Florida boys whooped
Took
our
home,
butt.
put whoop down by us.
Yes, they whooped us.
To be honest though, it's the first competition I've ever been to where I don't even remember or care what position I got.
I didn't care either. I was
Right?
having so much fun, and I was actually talking to Tommy. I think even if there wasn't a prize, I would do it again.
Right?
Like it was I had
So much fun. Like,
driving with everybody.
Yeah, I don't need a prize. Like, I mean, if it's better for Adam to not spend like 17 grand on a prize, like, dude, just
the Corvette
whatever,
would be nice.
buy me dinner. I don't care. Like, it was just so much fun. Like, it didn't even feel like we were competing for stuff.
It was so fun.
I want to see more events like that.
Yeah, we have to do it more. Mm-hmm. And then the good old daily.
The daily.
Yeah.
This thing's cool, carbon lit.
3.
So, what are these worth? Like, I don't know anything about BMWs.
Right now, they're worth like 50,000.
Okay. For some reason, I thought these were way more expensive.
50-ish, 50, 60,
Not
40
too
to
bad.
60,000 depending on mileage and stuff.
And so explain to me, I know this is an M3, but what's the difference between like F80 and other
So
models?
this is a F80. The F80 is 4-door, and the M3 is 4-door.
okay.
So F80 M3 is just the generation, and it's a 4-door. The M4 is a 2-door.
Okay.
But this is S55 twin turbo, and this car is automatic, dual clutch transmission. I didn't want the manual. I had the option, but
Also, they do give you an actual manual option.
yeah, you can get this in a manual. But I wanted the DCT because it's a better transmission.
And if it's a daily, you also can just sit in
Yeah.
peak traffic and not care.
And this car makes 500 wheel horsepower. Too,
That's so
it's
cool.
like-
From the factory?
No, it's tuned and has
Okay.
downpipes and some other.
I feel like that's like kind of what everyone does when they buy like a new car these days. Even Porsches, it's like cat delete and downpipes and
They
then
make 'em
tune.
1 horsepower,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like Adam's, dude, that Turbo S was insane.
I
Have you
know,
seen my reaction to that yet?
Yeah, I saw that. I drove that car to the Invitational, and TJ was in the passenger seat, and I thought he was gonna puke. It was so crazy.
Dude, like I launched it in the driver's seat and I was like, what the hell? And then I'm like, wait, get out, Mike. You now launch it. I want to feel this in the passenger seat. So insane.
crazy.
So cool. I can't believe new cars do that kind of stuff.
So Rudnick, Tommy, and I all bought the same cars basically. Rudnick has an M2. And we all brought them to the same guy and had all the work done at the same time. So we were like, no one wanted to be faster than each other, so we just all had it done at the same time.
That's a good call.
It worked out.
I did watch that video though. You were pretty far behind everyone. But
That's when my car was stock.
Oh, really?
I was the last one, and then I got my car.
That's
Yeah, I was pissed.
dude. Tommy was talking so much crap.
I know. Their cars made 100 more horsepower than mine.
Yeah, it always sucks when you're the odd one out like that. That's why, like, my Chaser, I did the turbo upgrade and everything.
Your car is going to be faster than
No.
all
I
cars.
turn it down with my friends.
Oh, turn it down. Yeah, sure. You're going to roast us going on North Course now.
I'll be like, dude, I've done 4th gear entries there now. It is insane.
My car on North Course is like 3rd gear. Like struggling
Yeah.
going up the hill. And I watched your video, your car's just like...
Yeah, that 4.3 diff helps a lot.
Yeah.
4.3 is kind of insane. I actually am going to probably go back down to a 4.1 because now that Minami's gone, I don't really have a use for the 4.3.
Yeah.
So, and then you got this thing.
Yep. 1931 Model A 5-window coupe
So
with
cool.
a rumble seat.
So cool.
Yeah, it's super cool.
This is a rumble seat. And I guess it's called a rumble seat because you sit in there and get rumbled.
You get rumbled out of it. So
This thing's so cool.
My little restoration project. I just got
Yeah.
it. I'm gonna spend, I don't know, I'll spend the winter working on it, fixing it up.
Yeah. Big LS, SLR angle, you know.
Yeah. T37s, 2J, you know, the usual. So, no, this thing's cool too.
I love it. This is awesome.
Thanks, man.
This is, seriously, you've done really well. Your place is incredible.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. A lot of work, but it's getting there. I like it.
Dream garage for sure. I'm just having a really chill day, hanging out with friends and catching up with everyone after the Invitational. We're gonna get back to the shop and I'm hoping to pull the Jeep in and start working on that. But if we don't hate me. We need like 2 more days before it's Christmas. So I'm kind of in relax mode. I don't know, maybe we'll live stream tomorrow, but my flight out of here is in 2 days, literally the day after Christmas. And it's going to be really hectic because it's at like 5 a.m. So I'm probably going to end up sleeping at the airport.
Nope. What do you call me?
Grant, why haven't you started a YouTube channel yet?
No, we're not doing this TJ Jr., okay?
Everyone, please let
Yeah, it's gonna
us
link
know in
in
the
the
comments.
description.
Link in the description. I'll send them to TJ's video. But no, I'd love to see Grant making more content. If you guys want to support him, I'll put his Instagram in the description. Go give him some love there.
Thank you.
But yeah,
We're thinking about it. I don't know. There's no...
guys, go encourage him. Just tell him how much you want to see this beautiful ginger locked man.
Yeah.
But anyways, we're gonna hang out for a bit and pick it up after that. Just got back to the shop and we got some parts here that I want to show you that we got for the Jeep. Starting off with, we'll open that in a little bit, but I'm sure you guys can gather what it is. But this thing I'm pretty hyped on because for the longest time, since Chris has had that, he's never had a selector for selecting like 4 low, 4 high, and that was our biggest issue, was like you don't know where you're in, and you just got to go by feel, and this will fix that. We'll be able to actually know where we are and what we're selecting. I have a shift knob as well. I just can't find the box. It did arrive. I just got to go through all the packages that arrived. So we have this. I'm going to be putting that on the Jeep. Then we have this, which is the thing that I broke really, really bad. We repaired, and then it broke really, really bad again. This isn't an upgraded one. This is just like a replacement, I guess, for the stock one. It was secondhand as well. I didn't fork out like $500 for a new one. Give me a second. There we go. So here we have an OEM factory tail shaft. Looks much stronger than what we had before. This one actually like it came with the universal joint. Oh, that's like fresh new. That feels really good actually. Oh, I don't probably have to switch that out. That feels really good and solid. You can see the new seals on there too. All right, cool. So I should be able to just slip that in. We'll bolt this in. I'll go hunt for that shift knob and stuff. And then we should be good. But for now, I think I'm gonna wrap up today's video there, just so I can get ahead for tomorrow and start trying to film some stuff so that while I'm on a plane heading back home, as well as quarantine and stuff like that, it looks like I am going to be spending pretty much 3 days in a hotel paid by the government in Japan, and then 10 to 14 days at home in self-quarantine. So we need to have some content kind of ready to come out for that, as well as just I'm going to be doing a ton of streaming on Twitch during that. So if you guys are not following me on my Twitch channel, I'm going to put that link down in the description as well. Make sure you go and follow the channel. We'll be doing a whole bunch more streams during all of the lockdown stuff, as well as we're getting back into IRL once we get back to Japan with an upgraded, ready to go backpack. So I'm pretty hyped about that, and I hope you guys are too. But anyways,
thanks for watching. Smash that like button, write us a comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next one. Merry Christmas, by the way, guys. Peace. Ciao mata.